Advancing healthcare solutions with innovative equipment as Partec HealthCare International introduces new products and equipment in Lagos. We have a report. Still on Hartford Consulting SAP Award and the firm's strategic contribution to the growth of the economy, the Managing Director, Chief Executive speaks with Inside Business on our Q&A segment. Plus, the Chief Executive Officer of Convitech Groups, Mr. Prince Wilamuchi, speaks on the company's contributions to the construction industry and the challenges therein in this special. And countdown to the 4th Nigeria's Construction Industry Hall of Fame as the Nigerian Society of Engineers partners CED magazine towards a successful 2017 edition. This is Inside Business Africa, Africa's business news and information leader. Hello, a very good day to you and thanks for joining us. My name is Kenneth Odushola Stevenson and this is Inside Business Africa, Africa's business news and information leader. On today's edition of the program, like you may have heard on the highlight, we're going to be going from health sector, a new innovation that is in town, and also to the construction sector where a convenience is being powered by technology. We'll talk about Convitech Group, and later on, the managing director will be speaking with Inside Business on our focus segment to talk about what he has brought in to the Nigeria's construction industry, including some of the innovation and innovative ideas that is currently powering the sector. We'll talk about all that when we come back right after this commercial break. Welcome back. You're still Inside Business Africa, Africa's business news and information leader. Thanks for staying with us. In Lagos recently, the Partec International Healthcare launched a new products and a new equipment that is expected to drive and provide some kind of innovative solution in the healthcare sector. And Inside Business covered the entire proceeding, where the managing director and the representative of Partec were able to explain to the medical personnel present about these important innovative products and equipment to the sector. Here's a report. Modern medical advancement has helped save millions of lives, giving many people a chance to live longer and healthier lives. In the light of the foregoing and the advancement in medical care and getting the required care via medical equipment, Partec HealthCare Limited, one of the foremost healthcare providers and solution firm company in Nigeria, recently introduced 6-month UN series, the first of its kind in the country. In his welcome address at the presentation in Lagos, Mr. Toyin Akinmolayan, the sales manager Nigeria for Partec HealthCare Limited, says the company's vision of consistently being in tune with modern technology for healthcare services necessitated the introduction of this modern equipment.
I do believe that we will work together to make this launch a very successful one. But my own interest today, I'm looking forward to the hospital where I'm going to drop this instrument at the end of this occasion today. Who will be the first to have it? So somebody is already itching to have it first. I will be willing to bring it to your doorstep. Thank you very much. You are welcome.
The chairman of the occasion, Professor Chris Bode, Chief Medical Director, Lagos University Teaching Hospital, who was represented by the chairman of Medical Advisory Committee, Professor Olufemi Fasomade, commended Partec HealthCare for its innovativeness.
So I will just want to sit back and then listen to those who are more learned in this area, and I believe that with what SysMec is coming to Nigeria with, and to Lagos in particular, we are in for a better accuracy of medical diagnosis using high-tech equipment like theirs.
Bitrus Badung, manager operations of Partec HealthCare Limited, described the products as one of the best healthcare solution providers and equipments ever produced in the world.
We are #1 hematology company in the world, and we are moving towards other areas that will make us greater as we move forward. Sysmex, what is our mission? Our mission is our commitment to quality health services, honoring our philosophy by developing equipment and services that will...
In his keynote address, Professor Babatunde Salako, Director General, HIMR, thanked the organizers for bringing the sold products to Nigeria.
Also can be going to help, because it depends on his knowledge and experience. If he's not well experienced, he might not read the report well. I mean, he might not be able to know the difference between one cell type or the other that he's seeing under the microscope. That's why I said you now have an automated machine that can carry out urinalysis, and is already a calibrated machine right from the error from that is less likely to error from the one that can come from.
Mr. Kehinde Adegoke, Chairman, Association of Medical Laboratory Scientists Council of Nigeria, Lagos State Chapter, gave more details on how the product can be more effective and time savers in urinalysis.
These products are eventually expelled from the body during urination. The primary method for excreting water-soluble chemical from the body. These chemicals can be detected and analyzed by during analysis.
The product was eventually unveiled by personalities including the Managing Director of GEM Investment Limited, the sole distributor in Nigeria, by Chief Damian Oyekachi.
The urine is a kind of an eye-opener to what is happening in your system, whether from what you've eaten, or from what is happening in your heart, the liver, the renal system. Urine is the first indicator for any good clinician or doctor that is trying to analyze the patient that just came in. The moment you look at that urine, you already know which direction you are going.
Mr. Ladomin Poleskix of Simtes Europe, while presenting the product, also speaks on the making of the products and its uniqueness to the healthcare solution, especially urinalysis services.
Now, what are the challenges? If you see the previous slide, from the point of the collection of the urine down to result, you have many manual steps.
The vote of thanks and advice was given by the chairman of the product sold distributor company in Nigeria, the managing director of GEM Investment Limited, Chief Damian Oyekachi.
We want to thank you for coming, taking time out to be here with us. And I will appreciate if we start taking measures to see that this machine is on our level. Like somebody like
Well, we come back right after this commercial break where we're talking about Hartford Consulting. That organization is an SAP compliant. It's been winning award over awards, and in the recent times, especially for the 2016-2017, that organization went away with one of the best awards from the series. Let's hear it from the managing director of the organization as to their offerings and also what this award means to them, including the offerings to the IT sector and organizations in Nigeria.
Actually, the award came as a surprise because we're expecting a separate award. We're expecting the same award we won last year, which was the West Africa Partner of the Year for 2015. So we're expecting to win the same award this year. Okay, the attraction is that our products and services are actually relevant in every sector. there's no business that doesn't need a consultant at some point. My business goal is that to bring up the upcoming generation, bring them up as consultants, and also partner with clients to help them achieve their strategic goals. Challenges in the sector, first and foremost, we don't have adequate skills. We lack adequate skills. But sometimes we have to bring in consultants outside the country. So that's a challenge, and definitely it affects cost. Number two, we have internet. We're still not there in terms of internet. We have poor internet facility in the country, so that affects some of the things we do in terms of research, even working remotely. And thirdly, adoption of technology is still very low. We're not there yet, and even in some sectors, they're even particular about the aspect of the technology that they are embracing. For example, cloud. In some sectors, they will tell you that no, we can't do cloud solutions.
Well, congratulations to Hartford Consulting for that award and also the offerings to the Nigerian economy. We are proud to be associated, especially with your success and the offerings to the Nigerian economy, especially from the IT sector. We'll continue to talk about Hartford Green for a long, long time to come. The managing director is driving that particular process efficiently. When we come back, right after this commercial break, once again, we will be talking about Convitech Limited and their offerings to the construction industry and the nation's economy. Stay with Inside Business. We'll be right back. Welcome back. You're still inside Business Africa, Africa's business news and information leader. Thanks for staying with us. Convitech Nigeria is an organization that is currently doing quite a lot at delivering value and innovation to the construction industry. It prides itself as a convenience powered by technology. What's this all about? Let me bring in the managing director of this organization, Mr. Princewell Amuche, to speak briefly about himself. Mr. Amuche, thank you again for joining us on Inside Business Africa.
You're welcome.
Now, let's talk very briefly about yourself, and then we will drive in from there to talk about Convitech and the offerings to the construction industry. Now, let's talk about you, really. I know you are not a member of, I don't know, maybe you're an engineer or a professional in the built environment, but let's talk about you and how you come about what you're doing, about with what you're doing today.
Which comprise of Convitech Nigeria Limited and Traffic Warehouse.
Well, I see this from your signs and also from your core cards and your flyers and what your brochure and some information you pass out there. It stated that convenience powered by technology. That's what Convitech is all about. Now, can you elaborate on that by telling us very importantly about the Convitech Group and what you're actually into?
You know, this business about trying to contribute our own quota towards the development of the country. So ours is about traffic safety. It's about how to see how to better the laws to make our roads safer for all users. Convitech Group actually came out of the need to fill the gap, the need for us to have our own homegrown company that can really compete. I saw that there is so much gap, being about safety is so much inherent in me from childhood. So I thought it wise to float this company, one-stop shop for all your traffic and safety needs. Why Convitech is actually the field aspect, and
it is said that engineering is life. Life is engineering. And in other words, whatever your offerings may be for the construction industry must meet some certain standard. and also some uniqueness must also come with your offerings. Now, can we talk about the uniqueness of your offerings to this industry and why we believe that your offerings are quite innovative indeed for the engineering and construction sector?
Yes, what is unique is that we have well-trained staff, that can deliver timely and, the way the client wants it. We have been tried in so many areas and can tell you that we have held our head up there. We've already delivered in every task we are given. So that's the major. And we are also technologically up there. Convitech Group in the area of road and airport marking, I can tell you that we have the best technologically advanced equipment in terms of road marking, in terms of just last year we bought the Hoffman motorized road marking machine and the airport marking, and you can count the number of companies within here that can boast of such equipment. So that's why our job is precise, timely, and up to international standard.
Well, from some of us who are actually been doing some things for the construction industry for quite a while, we do know that there are several challenges facing the industry, from lack of patronage by the Nigerian professionals to many other technological innovation that is currently developing across the world, and the use of some other innovation in road construction and the likes. Now, can we talk about some of the challenges facing the sector where you currently operate and how you navigate those kind of challenges indeed?
Yeah, we have the challenges of, if you watch in the way contracts have been, given in this country, we find that the international companies are really overshadowing the local one, and it's a big challenge both in the area of the main contract and the finishing aspect, which we are in. So if we can have a legislation that can transfer some percentage to locals, I mean, it will go a long way to enhance the capacity and the technology transfer in this area. So a situation where a company start from beginning to finish without involving the local hands in some of the aspects of the project does not help this country. So some legislation has to be on the ground to really make it as a law that some areas of this job should be left for locals. We are ready. We are not lazy here. We are hard-working people who can fit in and also get to know how to execute these projects.
Well, let's now go to some specifics, Mr. Amuche, now, and talk about some of the projects that you have done, that you are currently doing, and how those projects has actually been able to meet our environment, especially in relation to the kind of weather and the condition of Nigeria, and what's the kind of longevity and durability that comes with some of these your offerings.
Yes, for the past 5 years, we have delivered flagship projects in this country. If you are a road user in this country, if you have used the Benin-Ore Expressway, it's being handled by this company. We just did some part of it, and we hope that as the job companies, we will be following it up. It's a project that even my clients, they were happy with. Even road users up to today, because of the quality of material we're using, that paint is still there till today. So it goes to show you how serious we take quality here. If you also use the Abaji Wawalada to Abuja Expressway, that project was handled by Convitech. We are not only limited to Nigeria, we have done some jobs outside the shores of this country. Sometime last year, we handled the whole airport in the Volta region of Ghana. So it was done by Convitech, and just recently again, the newly commissioned Abuja airport, the runway of the marking of the runway was handled by Convitech. So a lot of companies, you know, put in the application, but at the end we won the contract, and you can go there and see things yourself that we are not a pushover in the area of you know, road and airport marking.
In engineering and indeed the construction industry, integrity is key. You hear about some of the building collapse, road damages, and many things that are going on across the world, and especially in Nigeria. Recently, we saw another collapsed building in Lagos, and which means that if you must be practicing in this industry, you must come with some kind of integrity where people can trust what you do, Mr. Amuche. Now, can you tell us what integrity means to you and the kind of things you take into the market and the projects you're doing, how you apply that to ensure that people trust whatever offerings you're coming to the table with?
Yeah, I apply integrity because I take the job so serious that we don't leave any stone unturned in terms of delivery. It's timely and with quality. My clients can testify to this.
Beyond this construction industry, you know, participation and also the offerings you give to this industry, are there other things? You see, because Convitech is a group of company, I want to believe. So could you also talk about some other things that the company is into that actually could impact into the Nigerian economy positively?
Yeah, that's an interesting one. If you, for the past 2 years now, we've been on radio, though we just slowed down recently. We've been carrying out this campaign. We have a program we call that's handled under Traffic Warehouse. We call it the Traffic and Safety School. Traffic and Safety School is about to awaken the consciousness of Nigerians on the right use of our roads and every other thing in between. Roads, air, land, all the various means of transportation. We teach you the basic rudiments, the safety implications of whatever, you know, decision you're making when using some of these means of transportation. So we have been on the radio. Very soon we are recording the content now. Very soon we intend to come on air. We are looking for a formidable corporate body to partner with to be able to showcase this to Nigeria. It's going to be one of its kind, and I can tell you that this country will be better for what we are coming out with.
Mr. Prince Amuche, I do believe that when you were coming into the industry and especially establishing Convitech, you must have had some dreams or vision, mission, how you want to play. And you must have done some projections in terms of this year, next year, what you intend to do. But I'm not going to go into that now, but I'm going to also just take it from this point of view. In the next 5 years, where do you want to see Convitech as a group of companies?
Wow. I see us going up there. I see us handling, you know, most of the, you know, important projects here because we have what it takes to deliver. And I did not tell you that I have one of the best operators in Germany. Mr. Comrade Carl is one of my operators here. So we go for the best hands as long as we have the equipment. So we have the best, we add it up with the best human capital to deliver the best service.
Well, thank you again, Mr. Prince Amuche, for talking with us on Inside Business Africa for today. I'm quite delighted that we've been able to learn some things from the innovative ideas you are bringing into the construction industry and the contribution of your firm. And especially, I am delighted because very soon, in the next 1 month or so, by the 15th of September, the Nigeria's Construction Industry Hall of Fame will be holding. So we are hoping that you'll be able to join us for that event as well. And I want to thank you indeed for joining us on Inside Business Africa for today.
You're welcome.
Well, that was Mr. Prince Amuche, the Managing Director of Convitech Group, an organization that is currently doing well and making adequate contribution to the nation's economy and indeed the construction industry. When we come back right after this commercial break, it started just about 6-7 years ago. The 4th edition of the Nigeria's Construction Industry Hall of Fame is around the corner. I'll tell you about that when we come back. Welcome back. It all started in 2011 at the Meridian in Abuja. It was the first edition of the Nigeria's Construction Industry Hall of Fame, and quite a number of personalities, including 3 ministers, 7 ministers, and past ministers representing the vice president, at that time, architect Namadi Sambo. And indeed, the vision was to build consensus around the key players and also share ideas and projects and promote legacies. It was the Nigeria's Construction Industry Hall of Fame. The second edition was successful. The third edition in 2015 was also successful. Now, the 2017 of this biennial event is holding on the 15th of September 2017 at Sheraton Hotels in Lagos. Well, now you've heard it from some of the top players at the previous editions of the event. It's one of the most important events in the Nigeria's construction industry, and indeed the organizer Century 21 Systems Limited in collaboration with the Nigeria's Construction Industry Hall of Fame Foundation and many of the partners, especially the Nigerian Society of Engineers, the largest engineering and association in the world, probably, and indeed parading from mechanical to civil and many others, is currently partnering with the organizers to make the event one of the best in 2017. Watch out for that event and some other highlights that will be coming up as we proceed. That's how it's been on Inside Business Africa for today. My name is Kenneth Odushola Stevenson. Thank you again for watching. See you next time.